welcome back to N4 Learning. So today we're changing some more fan coils on level 13 from LON to BACnet. So they've already been changed. So on level 13 we've got our BAC network. We've got one fan coil that is apparently not communicating, but we're not worried about that at the moment. Could be an address issue, I don't know yet. Network 1, device 1030. But anyway, we're not worried about that at the moment. It looks like the IP address is okay, it's not conflicting. But that's not for me to worry about yet. So we had LON on here, and they've still left the LON driver here for the LON network. So the LON device is still connected, but all these fan coils now have been removed, hence the colour. So what we're going to do is start with the logic for that floor and get the BACnet ones communicating and giving back the cooling information and the heating information, and that's done via this page here. So this is the LON, and for east that's west, and that's the set point sent, and then these are all the cooling, but all these want to be taken out, and then the BACnet's fan coils putting in its place, so we can calculate what's required with a cooling load or a heating load. So I've got to remove these because this is for the old LON, and put in the BACnet. So it's going to be easier for me to look at a level that I've just done, so level 11 for example. Did this last week, level 11, and just take that, press my control key down and highlight that. I'm just going to just quickly look at 13 again. I don't need platform open, so I'm pressing the control key down, right clicking, right click, come on, it's probably because I've got them highlighted. Right click, control key down, views, wire sheet, so that opens up another tab. I'm just seeing we've got the cooling set point there, so I'm going to take everything from auto, that's okay up there, so auto reset on, one shot. So this is level 13, so let's just delete, well no, let's just copy them across. So I'm going to highlight all that, as well as that one and that one, leave that there as it is, and highlight that. The other highlight's gone off. That. Not having much luck here. Okay. holding down the shift key there and clicking each individual one. Right click, copy to level 13. Going to delete that. Going to delete that. Paste. That in there. That in there. That looks about right. Where's that coming from? I actually wrote the logic, but it's been a while since I've written this. So, fan coil global set point from driver's floor. So I have forgot, and I only looked at this last week as well. But other sites and other works, you just forget. So we're on level 13. We can't get mixed up now between a level 11 and 13, so let's just close that down, and I'm just going to minimize the BACnet. That needs changing. Floor I want. Wire sheet. So that's the baby there. Link mark it. I'm going to close this level 11 down. So I'm just on 13 now. Link from into A on that one, and link from into A on that one. So that's just adding 1 degree and subtracting 1 degree to send for the cooling and the heating set point. So it's just one set point, but it's naturally adjusting it by 1 degree either way. So they want put into the fan coils, they want put into the fan coils, and these are actually fan coils 1 to 22, and then 22 onwards is the west side. I think that's how it works out. Let's just put a note there. Note. West side FCUs 23 upwards. Put a background to it, yellow. We'll put a border around it, and we might as well make it bold. Okay, so now I've got to delete all these because they were going to the LON. Press delete for them in case I miss. I mean, I got to start again, because if I miss something, like if I click there, I then got to start again. So you've got to get your mouse over the point, because if you are out, you then got to go back to the beginning and start again. same with these. I'm going to put you on pause while I do this. So that's done. Now what I also want to do is, if I look at level 11 tenants, drivers and global commands for globals, yeah, that's doing nothing there, so that's good. There's no links. I'm looking for there's no links, so I can copy that. And then on level 13, where we've got globals somewhere, that's floor, globals. Again, there shouldn't be any links, which there isn't, so we can delete that, paste in that. All the floors are exactly the same, apart from some farm floors have got LON, some floors have got BACnet, but we're slowly moving from LON to BACnet. And this is the second one that's been done. I think we've only got a few floors that's had BACnet. Level 18 was one of them. Level 11 was changed last week. Level 13's been changed this week. I don't think there's anything else to change. Heating, cooling requirements. We know what that is. Cooling and heating. LON network eventually will go, but I'm just going to leave it in here at the moment. We've got Modbus network with some meters on it, electric meters. Niagara network talking back to the main supervisor, and a couple of other control panels. So now we can start. So we've got to link these fan coils to this logic. So what I'm going to do at the moment, and I will put you on pause, I'm just expanding all these. So I'm going to go through now and expand all these, but you don't need to watch me do this. So they're all expanded, so we're going to do the easiest ones first, which is the fan start for east and west. I'm going to take east first, so link mark it, and I'm going to click on that fan start there, keep my finger on the control key, scroll down, fan starts, scroll to keep, I've got my finger on the control key at all times. So this is up to 22. '23 onwards is the west side. That's 16, 17, 18, 19, 22. Right, I'm going to take my finger off the control key. I'm going to right click this, link from, out, into 10. That's it, they're all linked. And just to show you that, you can go views and relationship, and you can see that those from there are all linked to them fan coils 1 to 22 on in 10. So I'm going to do the other side. I don't need you to watch this, so I'm going to put you on pause again. So that's the west done. Just to show you again, relation sheet, and you can see the west all done there. So now we want to put the cooling set point. So link mark, could start here at 56. So it's got to be all the fan coils. So highlight cooling set point, occupied cooling set point, press down on the control key, and now every one of these fan coils, let's see if we can try and get 2 done on our screen. I've got to have this point. I'll just do these and then I can put you on pause. Took my finger off the control, link from, out, into in10. Right, I'll carry on with the rest for the cooling and the heating and then come back to you. So that's all the cooling and heating done. Just show you the relation sheet there. So that's all them to the occupied heating set point. And this is the occupied cooling set point. They're all cooling there. So now I've got the hardest bit to do. What I'm going to do first of all is, this is auto reset fan coil set point is off, so the auto reset doesn't happen at 1 o'clock in the morning. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to auto reset this now. So I'm just going to fire this. So that's putting 22 and 20 as a set point to all the fan coils, all the BACnet fan coils, and now it's gone back to none again. So that's just written all those set points to all them controllers. Just want to look at this local adjustable, whether I had anything in there. I want level 13, so I want level 11. Just have a quick look at level 11. Right click, views, press control key down, wire sheet. No, didn't have anything in there on that one, so that's fine. Just want to check level 18. Tenant level 18. In case I missed it off when I did the other one. Control, double click station. Okay. Views, wire sheet. No, I didn't have it in that as well. So that's good. So what I've got to do now is heating and cooling. So let me close down that one. So that's level 11, that's 13, 13. We don't want to level 11, really. We can carry on. I don't need the floor anymore, so we can close that down. So this is the one that's a pain in the neck with these cooling, because we can send to the multiple points, but for each individual fan coil I've now got to put it back, so I'm reading back from the fan coil, and it's one at a time. So I'm just going to show you a few of these. Let me just minimize that one as well. Level 11. So I'm going to link mark cooling, do cooling first. So link mark it, cooling valve, link to, out into the first one. I don't bother with the fan coil numbers. So fan coil 1 has actually gone to fan coil 1, but some fan coils are jumping around, so you will see that the numbers will start to, but I just carry on going down the list. It was just purely the numbering is just to how many fan coils we're talking in total. I didn't want to do that. Normally I put into in 10 at all times, and I just lost my track of concentration with me talking, and I put it in the wrong slot. So this is the one that's going to take its time for both these valves, but we need to know whether the controller wants cooling or heating, so we need to know the percentage on the floor. So I'm going to put you on pause because this is going to be a long process. Just quickly show you this. So last fan coil was 56, which is in 54, and there's no more, so it's matching. So the fan coils are all there, all these points are all correct, purely because I'm not missing anything at the end. So with the same amount of fan coils and BACnet as there were in LON, naturally all they've done is change the fan coil controllers out, so I'm not missing anything. And we can see that they've got some overrides, they've put some overrides in themselves. That one was down, so we know there's an issue there, and you can see now that they've overridden these fan coils. So that one, if I click on that, that's fan coil 39, 47, 51, 54 and 55. I'm not going to take the overrides off. I need to speak to somebody and find out why they've overridden them. Right, I'm going to start now on the heating one, and I'll put you on pause until I get this sorted out. So that's all the cooling valves now done, and heating valves. What I'm concerned about is this down here. See this cooling valve 50 on line 51, which is fan coil 53, is controlling itself to 100% cooling, yet someone has overridden the heating valve to 100%. So what I'm going to do now is go and take these overrides off. So we'll start with fan coil 53. Wire sheet, actions, emergency auto. So that's now off. Start, what's this fan coil? That's 39. That's heating and cooling. So 39. Emergency auto. Emergency auto. That's 39 gone. That one is 47. Emergency auto. It's just that this is a live site. It's not a case that it's a demo or anything like that. This is completely live. Emergency auto. Emergency auto. That one is 51. 51. emergency auto, emergency auto. So 52, no it's not 52, it's 54. And last 55. So apparently 55 wants heating. So does 42, 37, 36, and 16. Not too sure why that would be when the majority all want cooling. Now I don't know what temperatures on this floor do I? I ain't got a floor temperature there or the parts per million there. I know what outside air is. Oh, floor 2. So the second part of it, we've got 22 degrees, which is, yeah, that's about right for floor, and 90 parts per million CO2. But we haven't got a sensor on the other side. Hence that's why that's coming up frustrated. So I need the lads on site to have a look at why we don't have a temperature sensor and a CO2 on that side. And then I need to start on the graphics on the front end. So there's my average cooling demand going in there of 30.6. That's my heating. That started the primary chilled, enable cooling and enable heating. I'm not going to reset them because they've been working with LON. All we've done is change the controllers over, so I'm going to leave these as they are. I'm not going to reset the time it's been in heating and the time it's been in cooling. So we are finished for this side. Now we've got to sort out the supervisor side. So I need to work out how many fan coils the numbers are, write them down, see which ones are missing, and then go over to the supervisor and start bringing these in. So I'll put you on pause while I take some notes. So what I'm going to just do now, I'm still on the tenant's floor at the moment. I'm going to go into services and the history, which you can see here, and load it again. And these back network points want to be enabled for the fan coils, discharge and space temperature for each fan coil. So we'll enable them. But I also know that the LON is no longer working. So what I'm going to do with the LON, so everything that's got LON there, I'm going to disable at the moment. Eventually it would be deleted. So they're all disabled now. They can all stay the same. So that's all on network, fan coils, history disabled, and that's all the back network enabled. So we can forget 13 at the moment. Just check alarm service. It's still all going back to the station. Yes, that's still all going back to the station, the main supervisor. Let's just minimize 13 and go on to the main supervisor. Now level 13, these are all going to be wrong now, because that's looking at the LON. Scheduler will be right, the electric meters will still be right, the fan coils will not be right, because they will be looking at the LON. I don't even know if that will pop up. Let's just close that down. Let's go into edit mode. Yeah, MVO space temp, which doesn't exist anymore. The MVO, that's LON. And then we've also got some overrides on the BACnet. If I show you level 11 tenants, you see we've got some overrides here. So what I'm going to do with this level 13 is I'm going to just rename that old LON. Eventually I'm going to delete it, but I'm going to take 11 for example that I did last week. I'm going to duplicate that and I'm going to call it 13. Now we're just going to put it in order. So Niagara network, reorder. And just move that up. I don't want to sort by name or sort by type. I'll rather just take that one. I don't want to mess up anything that's been done, so I'll rather just take this to the position than mess around. So level 13, so we now need to change things in this. Let's get rid of all that lot. Just going to delete it all for the moment. Alarms is going to go to tenants level 13. There isn't any schedulers because it's on the head end. Supervisor. Change that to level 13. Mismatch, yeah, okay, I can go with that one. View station manager, okay, we've got an issue there. Let's use AX property sheet for that one. Let's disable that. So that's 10.126. Save. Views AX property sheet. Save. Ping. Still down. That is definitely disabled now. Mismatch, of course, that's normal. That's now on act, which is good. So we're now talking. Just looking at the fan coils. So what we've got to do now, level 13 scheduler, views. Don't want that, I want wire sheet. Wire sheet. Views, Niagara Point Manager. That's okay. That's okay. What am I trying to do here? Okay, that is fine. I'm looking for items relating to level 11 now when I'm on 13. I know I've got to put the fan coils in, and all these fan coils at the moment that's fine. So I made a note, we've got 1 to 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15. So we've got a 16. We're missing 21, which we are. So 22 to 25. So we're missing 23 there. 24, 25. And we haven't got a 26. So that can be deleted. 27, 28, 29, 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, and we're going to 56. Duplicate 47. Duplicate 48, 49. Duplicate 50, 51. Duplicate. Duplicate 55, one more duplicate 56. Now I've got to put these in order, but before I do, I know these now need to be changed on all these that I've done. Where see it's pointing to 15 there, that needs to be 16. That needs to be 16. So all these points I've got to change now to the relevant fan coil numbers. And then once I've done them, I need to put them in order. So again, I'm going to put you on pause because I've got a few to do. Those are now changed with the relevant fan coils back network. I can now put them in order. So reorder. Take that from there. Shift key and that. So we only want to take that one now and that one. To 23 first. I'm going to take that 16. Not too far. That's it. So missing 21 and 26. Yes. Yes. Right, so they're now in order. So I've got to make some more fan coils now. 16 to 23, so we'll do one together. So this is 16. 16. And then default view chart. So we've got the web chart there. $16. So that's one done. The background, which I mentioned in when I did 11, that's giving you a colour depending on the temperature. So 18 to 24, so 18.1 to 24 is a green background. Under 18, 0 to 18 is a purple, and 24 to 40. I'm going to just put 24 greater than 24.1 degrees, it goes red. That fan coil's offline by the looks of it. No, it's not. It's red because it's 25 there. Why that is there, I don't know where. 42s, normally they are all along the bottom. What I've done is the reason I looked at this other screen is I did a snapshot of the LONs so I know where they are. So for example 17 apparently is there where I've got one, so I've got to change all them around, but I've just done a snapshot of it. But I've got to make now some, so that's 16 done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got to make 11 more fan coils, and then I've got to position them all to where I think they are on the floor. But I'll get a fan coil map as well. So again, I'm going to put you on pause because this isn't going to be a 5-minute job. So these have now been changed. I don't like that. 7.5 degrees on that fan coil 55. So there's something wrong there. These fan coils are quite high, 25.5, 24.8, 25.8. I also need to, room temperature west, I need to change that because that will be looking at level 11. So we need to change that to level 13. Level 13. Take that out of edit mode. I also need to just check that part of the graphic for the back, for the floor plan for the area. So that's level 13. And that's level 13. And that's the one that's faulty, that's the one that's showing 0. So we need to look at that as well, the engineers on site. So I've got to position these fan coils, but I don't know where they're going, so I'm going to request a plan for it. And then I can position them when I've got the actual plan of where the fan coils are. So I'm not going to move any of these yet until I get the plan. I might as well do it all in one go. So that, I believe, is done. They are stale. Let's just go into a fan coil. No, that's not stale. Right, that's fine, it just needs to catch up. While we're here, fan coil 55. That should pop up the fan coil for me. So we're 100% heating, yet we're 9.1, 7.4. So what's happening there? I believe that temperature may be after the cooling coil. I reckon that is letting by, and it's trying to compensate with 100% heating there. So 0%, I reckon that needs looking at. Fan coil 55 on level 13, because those are really low temperatures, hence that's why it's heating 100%. So I think the heating's working, but that's working stronger, the cooling. Even though it's at 0, I believe that valve is either the opposite way. I presume we could check that. Let's put that to 100%. So this is the supervisor I'm working, which is sending the signal back to the station. And we can just have a look at that and see whether, so it was fan coil 55, so let's go on to level 13 tenants. Let's go into fan coil 55. Yeah, so you can see that's been overridden now to 100%, so I've overridden it to the opposite way. I'm hoping that temperature is going to go up. It's really low, 7.2. 7.3. 9 degrees discharge. Let's go back. Click on the fan coil. I think we just have to leave that like that. That's going up. This is good. We can't leave it like that. So I have to send an email out to the engineers on site and get them to have a look at that. It could be that they've got the valves the wrong way round, could it be? i.e. the cooling coil is on the heating and the heating on the cooling, but could be that way as well. They need to check that. So if I put that emergency override to 0, I can actually diagnose what's wrong. I can just tell them move the valves over if that's the case. Got the wrong valves on the wrong cooling coil. Wrong valve. What heating valve is on the cooling coil? Cooling valve is on the heating coil. But we have to wait and see. Yeah, we'll give that 10 minutes, 20 minutes. So what else have I got to do on this now? apart from positioning the fan coils. There is something else that looks at another. Are you looking at level 11 that I've copied? That's not it. Let me just look at the top here. No, that's the slot it's looking at. That's the slot it's looking at. That's the scheduler it's looking at. Scheduler west. And that's looking at alarm, so there's nothing wrong there. That's naturally so tenant's header at the top. So I'm trying to think that I'm sure there was something else that needed changing. I'll come across it eventually. Let's have a look. So let's just minimize level 13 down. That's the old one. That's the new one. None of them. Scheduler we've looked at. Electric meters will all be to do with, yeah, just looking at the Modbus there, so that's nothing to do with that. Fan coils we've done. Global floor set point again is driver's floor. Let's have a look at floor. That's fine. The global commands will be fine. Come on. There's nothing in that. Use wire sheets. Nothing there. It's going to do the same for that. I know. I think I know. We've got to do them. Let's bring in the histories. Let's archive them. Let me put you on pause and I'm just going to have a look around this. Checking this again, it seems to be working as such. Temperature, well, the temperature's not increasing. Well, it's increasing, but not like I would want it to do. So I'm not too sure what's going on here, but I believe that does need to stay at 100%. Let's just put this one to 100% now and see whether that temperature goes up higher. No, it doesn't seem to be rising. We'll let the engineers look at that. I think that's it for this video. I don't think there's anything else. As you know, with the fan coils, each fan coil has only got one graphic. So if you change one of these graphics, so say I move that up to there, and let's just move it completely out of the way, down there. I may never go to another fan coil, it's still going to be down there. So I'm only using one graphic, but we're populating the points underneath that using the relativized odds. So we only need one graphic to work on, so I can change this graphic and it would change it for all the fan coils, which is easier than doing it for each individual fan coil. With regard the main fan coil there, if we go views and AX slot sheet, again this is it all in the Niagara network. So you have the Niagara network on the supervisor, and we're looking for a 0 down here. There it is. So that takes me to the floor plan graphic. When you click on that, and there's your floor plan graphic. But if you've got lots of fan coils like we have on this site, you don't want to be doing a graphic for each individual fan coil. I've talked about this on other videos, previous videos, and shown you how to do this. So you just need to look back on some other videos if you're not sure how to do this, how to do that. But that's it for now. Like I said, I still got to move them, but there's no point in showing you that. It's just moving these out to the relevant positions on the floor plan, which is easy enough. All I would do is tick that, go into edit mode, sorry, and then I can just move that to wherever I want to move it to on the floor plan. Didn't want to do that. Just put that reorder to bottom, reorder to bottom, and that allow me to get hold of that and drag that back. I can't see any more links. I've looked around. Oh, unless it's the home one. Yes, it is there. Level 11 tenants. We don't want to go back to a level 11 tenants. So that's where that other one was. I knew there was one somewhere. So we need to go into that is PX include tenant header PX. PX include tenant header PX. Now what we need to do here is just that there. Put that to 13. So when we click out of there, it's saying 13 down at the bottom. Look at it, look down here when I hover over it. That's now saying 13. That's okay. Yes. I just want to just check what that's looking at. That's fine. That's in the points itself. That's in the points itself. That's fine. Yes. Right, I'm going to leave this now. I just want to just tidy up this bit here, and then we're going to call it a day for this one. Just bring that in one there. That's fine, that's fine. And yeah, all I've got to do is position these, and then I've finished on this particular job. We do have some issues with some fan coils. We've been talking to the engineer. It's him that was on the phone when my phone rang. There's some valves in the wrong position, where you got pin up or pin down. Some of the fan coils have come with pin down and they should have been pin up, and the valves can't be reversed. And naturally we can't change the software on this side. We've got to change it on the Distech fan coil controller, so we have to connect in there to change the software, or just get a valve that we can actually reverse a 0 to 10, and that's what we're looking at the moment. Alright, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, can you subscribe please? Thank you.